It's the temperature. We'll talk about that coming up in your forecast.
Chief, thanks a lot. Okay, just a few days away before thousands line up for the Houston Marathon.
Memorial Park has been one of the main training sites for a lot of those running in this year's race. Alfredo Marshall Sr. is preparing to run his 14th Houston Marathon, and this year he's going to be joined by his son, who says he was inspired by his father.
And I told myself one day, I'm going to run the Houston Marathon because I was born and raised in Houston, and he's just inspired me to start running. And now it's kind of been like a family tradition. Every year I look forward to running with my dad, and this year it's going to be the first because I'm running with my brother and my dad, so it's going to be really special. And
good for them. And this family is going to be joined by, 26,000 of their closest friends for the Houston Marathon and Half Marathon this Sunday. We'll carry it live right here on ABC 13 beginning Sunday at 7 a.m.
Well, on your mark, folks, just 5 days and counting until the Chevron Houston Marathon and the Aramco Houston Half Marathon.
A lot of fun. Runners out there getting set. Today, marathon organizers held a media day to highlight Houstonians running for inspirational reasons. Several runners spoke to us today about their plans to run for charity. And we also talked to a father who will be running for his 14th marathon. Amazing. This year, he's going to be joined by his two sons by his side for the first time ever.
This year, I got to have two of my sons running with me. I mean, I can die tomorrow. It's okay. It's going to be feeling so good for me that I can do something that I love, which is running, that I'm going to do it with the two guys that I love. I mean, what's better about that?
Yeah, I don't think you can top that. That's terrific, isn't it? Well, more than 26,000 runners will participate in the marathon and half marathon this Sunday, and we will be broadcasting it live right here, ABC 13, beginning Sunday at 7 a.m.
A little more gold at the Golden Arches. Up next, a potential price hike heading toward McDonald's.
And we're counting down to the Houston Marathon. Coming up, more on how you can be a part of our coverage.
The Chevron Houston Marathon organizers held their media day today and a run at Memorial Park.
Yeah, runners shared the stories that inspired them to run to help others. Some firefighters will run to raise money for Cover Our Kids, a program that provides winter coats for children in the Rosenberg area. Shia Coleman will also run the full marathon after overcoming cancer to help Team in Training. Official run for charity, a reason for charity.
And we will have more inspirational stories on race day. ABC 13 begins its coverage of the 2011 Chevron Houston Marathon at 7 a.m. Sunday. We provide visitors with information and act as a two-way radio. The Houston Marathon Committee held a media day for the Chevron Houston Marathon at Memorial Park. The U.S. Half Marathon Championships and Kids Race take place Saturday morning. The marathon, half marathon, and 5K races happen Sunday. Our live race coverage begins Sunday at 10 a.m. right here on ABC 13.
Of basketball and the marketing all over the world of basketball started right here in the Astrodome.
Well, the Chevron Houston Marathon has become a tradition for many families, but for Alfredo Marcial Sr. and Jr., it is truly something special. They run as a father and son team and use the time to bond together.
And it's actually saved my life. I started running 15 years ago. I found out I have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and I said, I gotta do something. And I started running a little bit, then I really loved it, and I started doing marathon.
he's inspired me. This is going to be actually my 6th Houston Marathon, and every marathon I've run, he's been right there along my side. Can't beat that. I tell myself, if he can do it, I can do it.
Good philosophy. And for more interesting marathon stories, check out the sports section on KHOU.com.
All right, hope they have their rain gear this year.
Yes.
There won't be 6 Americans in the top 10 next year.
Right.
They'll be in a different race. But we haven't had that in years to have an American presence that strong. It looks like 2 people actually who hadn't already qualified for Olympic trials did qualify today for the Olympic trials. So there were some good performances today, but a lot of people fell off and had rougher days than expected.
Yeah, you don't often have a guy that just comes into town on Thursday that sets a new course record.